I'm Lucas inside my temple, my little room. You might be listening to some of the music that the natives are having. The mother here in the jungle, we're having dance competitions, and they have gifts. And I was part of one of the competitions, which we won. And the gift I gave it to the lady who is a mother. And I had no idea that she's going to ask me to dance. I was just walking, minding my own business. As I come outside, there's a special place where they're dancing, and they grab my hand and say, we danced. And it was beautiful to be able to dance with the locals. And there were girls and boys, children, older people, younger people, and they just, you know, dancing. Simple, isn't it? Mm. Those simple things from our lives is what we are missing. In the Western world, we have lost that. We are sucked into a society that values money and positions and companies, doesn't really value the family. And here in the jungle, it's exactly the opposite. So I got a little bit emotional because simple little dance opened my heart. Um, the simplicity of this place, how simple people are, how simple we're supposed to be, and but we are not in some societies. Makes me wonder the reasons behind that. Um, and why do we have to actually be that way? Well, we don't have to. Well, we are forced in a way to be that way because we don't know any other way. So I'm telling you right now, being in this place in the jungle, in Peru, in the Amazonian jungle, that there is a better way. And there's a way where you can actually connect to your true self, but you have to do it going close to the jungle, close to the trees, close to the forest. Start wanting less, because really the less you want, the less you are attached into things that they're keeping you slave, because we are slaves. You have to accept it. You're a slave of your mortgage. You're a slave of your job. A slave of the society that wants you to be in a certain way, to pay your taxes in a certain way. So therefore, we get older to die in a certain way. They want you from day one to the last day of your life not to be free. This is the truth. That's what some want, because they think they're smarter than you. And they're doing a very good job. They have put us into a very good ways of being controlled. And you can allow that. You can allow that for the rest of your life, and you can be that way, or you can change that. Now, there are many ways to change that, but you have to make a decision that you value you, not your big lips, or the silicone tits, or the enlarged other parts of your body, right? Not that you are valuing more your luxurious car or your mansion, but you value more you, the real you. So you need to learn who you really are. You're not a job, you're not a position, you're none of that. And you're not alone. You don't have to actually become something to have value in your life, because you are everything, and so is everyone else. So I just saw the natives dancing and having fun, and I decided to record this as a message from someone who was always in the big cities, always pampered, always very capable, always very successful in everything I've done in my life. But I realized that that was part of my programs. I was programmed to believe that if I am a good DJ, if I am a good husband, if I am a good father, if I am this, if I am that, if I am all that towards others and towards the society, then I am worthy. I don't have to prove nothing to anybody. My actions as a man, my actions as a father, has nothing to do with anybody else outside myself and the person I care about and I love. And I don't seek any validation for my own actions to prove that I am worthy of anything, because I'm not. I am no man, no body, no mind. I am a lot more than that, and so are you. The moment you decide to realize that everything you see is part of the illusion, everything you think that is happening is part of the false reality, then slowly, slowly you can open your eyes and you can realize that you have been enslaved always. So if you want to stay a slave, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Nobody has a problem with that. Not me, not anybody, not the spirits, not God has a problem for you being a slave, you being the victim of the society. But we've been given a choice. Now, as we're given this choice, we have a responsibility to act upon this choice and get out of the comfort zone that we have established. I know. You try very hard to become so comfortable. The news is that being so comfortable really, deep down, makes you disconnected with everyone, especially yourself. So my humble recommendation, suggest, words, whatever you want to call it, are that look at the other side of the coin. You'll be given always the blue pill. Get the red. It won't last forever. Get the red. And if you don't like it, you can go back to the blue. Always. Because you have a choice. As you had a choice all your life to follow specific patterns and to be there, now you also have another choice. To go outside your comfort and outside what you have learned to believe. Because what you have learned to believe becomes your reality. And this is not real. Some have called it the matrix, right? Others are calling it the system. Whatever they're calling it. In the movie Matrix, there has been, when Morpheus is giving the pills to Neon, he says, well, what do you want, blue or red? Hey, he goes for the red. And then everything changed. The truth is that if you decide to change, and actually, if you decide to do something different, that doesn't mean you're changing anything. That means you're experiencing some other things. Now, you always can go back. Maybe this time you won't need a blue pill. Maybe this time you're going to need a purple pill. I don't know. But the truth is that you can always choose to do whatever you want. But at least you have to know what that knowing is. You need to know what are your options, right? If you don't know what your options are, then you only know one thing. Therefore, what you produce is only the same and the same and the same. And that's fine. Because the new generations, I pray, and my prayer and the prayers of others are very powerful. The next generations, they're going to be more powerful than you. You want to wake up or not? There is a lot of strength coming from the jungle. There are a lot of people that are training different centers, and they're going back into their societies, and they try to help others. Nevertheless, you can only help yourself if you make the choice. And the beautiful children who are going to come, because I love them so much, and I pray to God that they always come here being fully aware and fully awakened. They will be here, fully aware. Now, they will be here fully aware because you've done something about it, or maybe because you didn't do anything about it. But then you're going to think, maybe down the track, what you should have done. Love you. Remember, you are always one with your Creator, whatever created you. You're always one with every aspect of creation, with unlimited power and unlimited peace. Find it.